Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ryan, and today I'm going to show you how to georeference an image, starting with a PDF, converting it to a TIFF image, and referencing it in GIS. We have a Plata Centerpoint edition in Watertown here. The project location shows it right here, which is nice, and this is a copy of what the plat looks like. We are going to take this image and we are going to reference it into this area right here. To start off, we will go to the View menu and we'll open up our geoprocessing right here, the little red toolbox. When that pops up, the fastest way to convert a PDF to TIFF is using the PDF to TIFF converter in Arc Pro. So if you type in PDF like this and hit enter, you'll see that here's the PDF conversion tool. One of the things that I like to do for tools that I use a lot is I'll right click on them and add them to my favorites. And that way they show up right in my list. So I'm going to open the PDF to TIFF conversion tool, and the first thing that I'm going to do is navigate to my PDF and hit OK. This shows up here, and we will take the output and we'll put that back in the same folder. And I'm just going to call it Centerpoint .tiff and save. You can see that there's a resolution input here. If you increase the resolution, it's going to increase the size. So if you're going to give it to someone else, you might want to keep the resolution relatively low. I'm going to set it to 300, and then I'm just going to run. And that's going to give me my centerpoint.tiff once that's converted, and it just automatically is added into my project. So here it is right at the top. Once we have our geoprocessor done, we'll just move this out of the way. And the next step is to go to the imagery tab, okay? And once we go to the imagery tab, we're going to click the GeoReference button right here. This allows us to georeference this TIFF image that we did. The first thing that we'll do is we'll click Fit to Display, and that's going to bring it in and put it right here on our map somewhere. From here, we can move this image and scale it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and I'm just going to hold my control key and click the black, and that makes it my anchor point. And then I'm just going to drag it over here to this intersection and get it in there as close as I can. And that's going to reference that corner. Once we do that, we can see that the image is a lot smaller than our area is, so we can change our scale. And we can do that by doing the same thing. I'm going to leave my anchor point right down here in this corner, and then if you zoom out a little bit, you can pull up on it and make that image a little bigger. And then we can rotate it a bit as well. You can see the rotate right here. That yellow dot there. I'm going to continue to rotate around this corner. So we will pull this up like that, and that's going to rotate it into about the correct position. The final thing that we need to do is add some control points. So what I like to do here is I'm going to grab my parcel data and move it up above the center point. That way I can see my reference data with my parcel data behind it. So we'll line this up. And all you do to add center control points is you click on the point that you want to move. Like we're going to click at this location, and then I'm going to move it to my reference point. And that's going to line everything up. And if we move up here, you can see that after I use those first two, things are looking pretty close right now. So we'll click this one and put that right here. And we'll just pull back here and we can see that we're aligned fairly close. When we're done with our alignments, you might be able to get by with doing one more. Click here, maybe move that up. That might pull it up just a little bit. Generally 3 or 4 control points are about all you need to get things fairly close. Now that that's there, what we do is we just save. And that's going to save at this image, centerpoint.tiff, as a TIFF image. When I'm done with that, let's go back and look at where it's at. This is my centerpoint.tiff. So you can see that it's 1.8K. That might be small enough to actually email. So we have the TIFF, and we also have centerpoint TIFF TFWX. I believe this right here is the projection file. So if you send this to someone and you send it with that projection file and they bring it into Arc Pro, this should GeoReference just right on the money. That is a quick and dirty way to GeoReference an image. I hope you enjoyed this video.